Okay, you already know that if you have at least 2 points, you have a line. Okay? Now, what if we have 3 points? Okay, there. I made 3 points. Let's say this is M, A, I. Okay? If I at least have 3 points and I connect these 3 points, I'm gonna make up a triangle, correct? Okay, now if I have 4 points and I connect these 4 points, let's say I have L, O, point V, point E, then I have this figure, quadrilateral. Okay, and so on and so forth. Okay, but today we are going to discuss about parallel lines. Lines that will never meet are called parallel lines. They will never meet. Okay, whatever they want to do, wherever they go, you extend them over there, you extend them over there, they will never meet. If they will never meet, what do you know about this? The distance of this part and this part. Distance of this part up to this part. Distance of this part up to that part. Parallel lines are also equidistant. What do you mean by equidistant? If this is A, if the distance from this point to this point is A, then the distance of this to this is A, this to this is A. Wherever you want to go here, the distance will always be A. Correct. They will never meet. And one more condition to say that 2 lines are parallel are they should be in the same plane. If they are in the same plane, you call them coplanar or coplanar. Wherever you come from, you can pronounce it however you want. They should be on the same plane to consider them as parallel lines. Parallel lines are equidistant from one point to the other. They will never meet and they are on the same plane. Got it? Okay, so now you have a parallel line. Let's say you have line X and you have line Y and a transversal line cutting these 2 parallel lines here. This is the transversal L. Okay, so a transversal line, this is a transversal line. A transversal line is a line coplanar to 2 parallel lines and cutting the 2 parallel lines at 2 different points. Okay, and when you have a parallel lines that is cut by a transversal, you form different kinds of angles. Okay, and these angles are, let's say this is angle 1, this is angle 2, angle 3, and angle 4, angle 5, angle 6, angle 7, and angle 8. You were able to form 8 angles. Lines, parallel lines cut by a transversal. Okay, so now we're going to identify the different angles or pairs of angles formed by parallel lines being cut by a transversal. Okay, we are going to start with angles 1 and angle 3, angle 2 and angle 4, angle 5 and angle 7, angle 6 and angle 8. What are these angles? These angles are called vertical angles. Okay. Vertical angles are formed by two lines that intersect. Any two lines that intersect, they form vertical angles. And what do we know about vertical angles? Vertical angles are a pair of vertical angles are always equal. Okay? So it means angle 1 is equal to angle 3. We use this symbol to name the angle. If we already know the measurement or the number of degrees of the opening of the angle, you put an M here. You put measure angle 1 and then the measure of the angle. Okay? But since we don't do the measurement right now, we're just going to write it as angle 1. Okay? This tutorial is going to be very detailed because it's important that you understand it. Okay? Identify are these angles. Let's say angle 4 and angle 8. Angle 4 and angle 8. Angle 3 and angle 5. Okay. If you could notice, these are your two parallel lines. Every point or every figure that is inside this space, from this point up to this point, any figure in here, this area or this space is the interior. Inside, okay? Interior. Interior means it's inside. Everything here is inside. And so these pairs here are actually called interior angles. Okay, these are interior angles. Okay, there is another kind of interior angles. What if I make the pairing like this? 4 and 5. Angle 4 is paired with angle 5. And angle 3 is paired with angle 8. One is on the other side of the transversal, the other one is on the other side. They are on the opposite side of the transversal. This is the transversal, one is here, one is on the other side. You call this alternate interior angles. And alternate interior angles are also equal. Vertical angles are equal. Alternate interior angles are equal. If this measures 40 degrees, angle 5 will be, what's your answer? Correct, 45 degrees. If angle 3 is, let's say 110, angle 8 would also be 110. Perfect, you're doing great. Now we're going to go outside this part and this part. That is the exterior. That's the exterior. 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 Exterior part. Okay? So what are the angles at the exterior part? You have angle 1 and angle 7. Angle 2 and angle 6. This 1, 7, 2, and 6. These are exterior angles. Okay? Again, there is a sub exterior angles that we would identify. Okay? What if I do angle 1 and angle 6? I will have angle 1 and angle 6. Angle 2 and angle 7. If I make two lines here and two lines there, it means these two angles are equal. If I make one line here and one line here, it means these two angles are equal. So angle 2 and angle 7 are called alternate. Okay, 1 and 6, 2 and 7 are called alternate exterior angles. If I do this sign, it means angles. And what do we know about alternate exterior angles? They are also Alternate exterior angles are always equal. Okay? Okay, another pair of angles. We have vertical angles, we have interior angles, alternate interior, exterior angles, and alternate exterior. We also have, what if we have this angle over here? I'm gonna mark it with a star. I'm gonna mark it with a star. What if I have angle 1 and angle 8? Okay. What if I have, I'm gonna mark it with a, let's say, a dot. This one and this one. Okay, let's shade that one. Angle 7 and angle 4. What do you call them? They are on the same side of the transversal. They are on the left side of the transversal. I have angle 1 and angle 8. I also have angle 4 and angle 7. I will do it on the other side. Can you tell me the corresponding pair or partner of angle 2? I'm looking at this side of the transversal now. Angle 2 should be paired with angle, what angle? Correct, angle 5. And angle 3 to be paired with angle 6. Now these angles are called, what do you call them? These angles are on the same side of the transversal, and then one interior, one exterior. Same side of the transversal, same side of the transversal. That's one. One interior and one exterior. Okay, they are called, any guess please? Corresponding, oops. Okay, they are called corresponding angles. And they are also equal. Oops, wrong spelling. They are also equal. Okay, so you have alternate interior, alternate exterior, corresponding angles. You have vertical angles. What else do we know? What else do we know about the properties of these angles? Okay, what do you know about angle 1 and angle 3? What angles are they? They are vertical. If they are vertical, it means they have the same measurement. Okay, vertical, vertical, vertical. Alternate interior, alternate interior, alternate exterior, alternate exterior. Corresponding, 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 corresponding. What do we know now about angle 2 and angle 3? Any guess? They are angles on a line. Okay, what do you know about angles on a line? Angles, so we have angle 2, look at that, angle 2 and angle 3 are angles on a line. What do you know about, do you have an idea that if you have a line, what do you think is the measurement of this one in degrees? You're correct. That is actually 180 degrees. If you have a line and you have angles formed and they lie on a line, then they are what? They are supplementary, correct? So angles on a line are supplementary. What do you know about supplementary? There are some is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, let me just go over the board and go about what I have been talking about in the last 6 minutes. Okay, good. I am expecting you to practice. You have to identify the types of angles. If you cannot identify it, post it in the comment and I will help you if your answer, I will help you to confirm if your answer is correct or not, okay? Try to practice by identifying the angles and what kind of relationship do they have and what will be their measurement, okay? You need to test yourself, assess yourself. You can do it. Go back to the video and try to rewind on the properties of the different pairs of angles formed if you have two parallel lines cut by a transversal. Okay, let's try to test ourselves. I will be asking you to find the measurement. Oh, I want to make it wider. I will test if you know how to get the measurement of the pairs of angles. Okay, my transversal will be green. Okay, these are my favorite colors. I was trying to look for orange and yellow. Okay, so I will have A, that's angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D, angle E, F, G, and H. Okay, now I would like this to be 38 degrees. I want you to find the measurement of angle D. What will be angle D? Angle D is vertical with B. So angle B will be congruent to angle D. And if B is 38, D will be, angle D will be equal to, measure angle D will be equal to 38 degrees. Very good. Now, would you be able to find angle A? Yes, you can. Look at these angles. A and B are angles on a line. If they are angles on a line, they are supplementary. It means their sum is 180, correct? So if this is 38, to get angle A, measure angle A will be equal to 180 degrees minus 38 degrees. And that is, come on, mental math, 142 degrees. And that is measure angle A. You have that. You have this. Would you be able to find angle C? If this is 142, this will be vertical angles, correct? So if they are vertical angles, they will have the same measurement. This is also 142 degrees. B and D are also vertical, so they are also equal. So this will also be 38 degrees. Okay, now how do we find the angles on this side? So these are your parallel lines. This is your transversal. Okay, let's turn the video like this. Find corresponding angles or alternate interior angles because they are all equal. What is a corresponding angle with angle A? Correct, angle E. So this one is also 142. Angle E and angle A are corresponding angles. So they are equal. Measure angle E is equal to measure angle A. And measure angle A is equal to 142 degrees. So measure angle E is equal to 142 degrees. There you go. E and G, vertical. So this is also 142 degrees. Or if you don't want that, what is a corresponding, or let's have an alternate exterior. A and G are alternate exterior. they are also equal. So this will be 142. How about alternate interior? B and H are alternate interior. Angle B and angle H are alternate interior angles. So angle B, or measure angle B, is equal to measure angle H. So if measure angle B is equal to 38, then measure angle H is also 38 degrees. There you go. Got it? Angles on a straight line. This is 38. Angles on a straight line, supplementary, vertical angles. So these are equal. Simple, right? Perfect. It's getting dark now in the park. Later, when I get home, we're going to have a video of how to prove the pairs of angles are equal or supplementary, and how to prove lines that are parallel. We're going to learn about the postulates, theorems, and properties later. Okay, I'll leave you with one problem, but it has to do with algebra. So you have to solve for x before you can actually solve for the value or the measurement of the angle. Are you ready? Here it goes. So it's getting really dark now. So I made up my own problem, okay? Line 1 is parallel to line 2, cut by transversal line 3. And you have these different angles formed, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. And if angle A is x, and angle F is 3x plus 20 degrees, I need you to find the measurement of all the angles. I need you to find measure angle A, measure angle B, measure angle C, measure angle D, okay? Measure angle E, measure angle F, measure angle G, and measure angle H. Here, okay? I'll give you a clue. You have to find the value of x first. Okay, that is the problem. Solve for the measurement of all the angles. Okay, so to answer this problem, I need to find the relationship of angle A and angle F. Yes, to be able to solve some problems, we need to find relationships. In real life, relationships are also important, if you know what I mean. Oh, what do you know about angles A and F? What do you know about them? No direct relationship. Very good. But you can make relationships later. What do you know about angle C? A and C are actually vertical angles, so it means this will be x also. And what do you know about same side interior? We don't know anything about that yet, correct? But we can also say that angle B is 3x plus 20 degrees. Now, what do you know about this and this? What do you know about B and C? Correct, they're angles on a line. So it means the sum of these two angles are actually 180. So you can make an equation. Angle B, measure angle B, plus measure angle A or C is equal to 180 degrees. So it means angle X plus 3x plus 20 is equal to 180. So x plus 3x is equal to actually 4x plus 20 is equal to 180 degrees. 4x is equal to 180 minus 20. 4x is equal to 160 divided by 4. X is equal to 40 degrees. There you go. If x is equal to 40, then 3x plus 20 will be equal to 3 times 40 plus 20 120 plus 20 is equal to 140 degrees. That is measure angle F. Okay, these two are important. This is 40. This is 40. This is 140. This will be 140 also. This is 140. This is 140. This and this are equal, alternate interior. So this will be 40. And this would also be 40.